Welcome to the Everything podcast, and in this episode, I'm going to be discussing the announcement of the 12th Doctor Adventures Run Fast, Be Kind. I have still got a bit of a cold, so do bear with me. I'm all right, but that's why I sound a bit different. Um, so yesterday, from when I'm recording this on the 16th of December 2025. It's just over a week before Christmas. Speaking of Christmas, yesterday me and Chuck had to re-record the Christmas special due to some technical difficulties. So that's why an episode will be releasing today. That I've recorded today because of that, and that episode is well over an hour long, which obviously is a lot more time than a normal episode is. So I've not had the time to record episodes yesterday because I had that to record. But yeah, as I mentioned in this episode, I'll be discussing the announcement of the 12 Doctor Adventures Run Fast, Be Kind, which was an interesting announcement because Friday, so I was at work, so I was on my break at work when I saw this, and I had to read through it a couple of times for it to make sense, and that will become clear why in a minute. But normally, what I tend to do is, I'll talk. I've seen an announcement for Big Finish, as long as it's not too related, I repost it, and then I go, I'll talk about that on the podcast. That's nice. I just remember what it is, so when I get home, because they tend to announce things when I'm at work, which I'm not particularly happy about, but that's the way it works. That I see it, and then I just remember to write it down. Whereas with this one, I've had to read it twice prior to recording this episode. Obviously, I'll read it a third time when I talk about it in a sec. But yeah, it's sorry about that. Very complicated. It'll become clear why in a second. So, without further ado, let's read the press release, which is titled "The 12th Doctor's Lost Series." John Coleshaw stars in the 12th Doctor Adventures, a brand new series of audio episodes revealing the Doctor's travels after the Husbands of River Song, beginning July 2026. So it's half a year away, actually more than that, which is interesting. But with the Christmas episode special, rather, that I have recorded yesterday, but obviously will be released after this, I did speak about Big Finish release dates and trying to guess marketing strategies, and that not being helpful at all. Sorry about that, because I couldn't guess anything because of how excuse me, how all over the place they are. So let's continue. The 12th Doctor, as portrayed on screen by Peter Capaldi, will return for a brand new series of audio adventures beginning in 2026, now voiced by impressionist John Coleshaw. These thrilling tales will fill in a gap in this Doctor's timeline, set between the Christmas specials, The Husbands of River Song, and the return of Doctor Mysterio. The 12th Doctor Adventures, Run Fast, Be Kind, finds the Time Lord dealing with life as a widower following his final adventure with River Song. But he's not alone for long as he picks up a new companion, Ash Wilton, a travelling bard from the edge of the universe, voiced by Griffin Evans. The Doctor and Ash's adventures are produced by the creative team behind the fan favourite, award-winning 11th Doctor Chronicles series, with Alfie Shaw as the producer and lead writer. Obviously, I recapped about half-ish of the 11th Doctor Chronicles, so if you kind of want to get a feeling for the stories that this team has been involved with previously, then go check those out. The 6 episodes, this is the bit that was confusing and why I had to reread it. These 6 episodes will be released as weekly downloads beginning in July 2026. Once all the episodes have been released, the series will also be available as a complete downloadable box set. Now that's the difference, because normally it's in a box set, or it's like the 9th Doctor or 13th Doctor, where it's 1 episode a month. The idea of doing 6 episodes in a row every week is something different. But yeah, so the 6 exciting new audio dramas in Run Fast, Be Kind are titled and written by. So the first story is The Second Death, written by Alfie Shaw, who we know is the lead. It's basically the showrunner of the 12th Doctor Adventures, Run Fast, Be Kind. We then have The Broken Man, written by Rashona Patel. The Beautiful and the Damned, written by Catherine White. Wings of Steel, written by Alfie Shaw, based on a story by Alex Hewitt. We then have Duty of Care, written by Christian Markham, and The Second Death of the Daleks, written by Alfie Shaw. So obviously half of the stories have been written by Alfie Shaw, and then got some other writing there as well, so I think is a good mix. Producer Alfie Shaw said, "I love the freedom I had on the 11th Doctor Chronicles, and now with the 12th Doctor Adventures, the Doctor and the TARDIS have to make it to the end, but everything else can be new. New companion, a sprinkling of existing monsters, no returning allies. If you're looking for somewhere to start, with the 12th Doctor at Big Finish, this is the perfect place to jump on." On the Doctor's new friend, Shaw added, "Our companion is Ashlorn Ash Wilton, a wandering bard from a dying world at the end of the universe. I think the setting of Utopia and you're roughly in the right period. I love creating a genre-based companion, and I've been wanting to do something inspired by the Fallout franchises for ages. Getting to do such a different companion is what drew me back to making another series. I wanted to try an all-male TARDIS team, see what kind of dynamic that will create. Gwethin absolutely nails them on, and the rapport that he and John had from the off was amazing to watch in the studio. The 12th Doctor Adventures Run Fast Be Kind is available for pre-order, and will release in beginning July 2026. It seems from the release that we've got three excuse me, 3 releases in July and 3 releases in August, so it'll be kind of there you go, from probably starting middle of July all the way to the middle of August 2026. That is quite a way away, that we don't that this has been announced, but obviously there's, and I think I read somewhere that it was only recorded like a month ago. So yeah, we'll just wait and see. But let me know in the comments below what you thought of the announcement of the 12th Doctor Adventures Run Fast Be Kind as well, if you're planning to listen to it when it is released weekly from July 2026. Without further ado, I will see you in a future episode of the podcast. See you then. Goodbye.